Welcome to Think Global Education Services. We're looking at parallel structure rule today. Now, in the writing section of SAT, when we talk about all the grammar rules, parallel structure I think is one of the rules which is not really taught in the schools, but it is important. I won't say that it's always tested, or the entire question will be based on it, but it could probably be that of the 4 options, you're down to 2 options, and of those two, one can be solved with parallel structure. Now, okay, so let's discuss what is parallel structure. As the name itself suggests, things being parallel, and since we're talking about sentences, sentences being parallel. So what exactly are we looking at? We're looking at that in one sentence, if there are multiple nouns used or multiple verbs used, they need, and they're talking about the same subject, they need to be parallel. That means they need to look alike. Yeah. If I'm not making a lot of sense right now, let's look at a few sentences and see how it works. Now, parallel structure, as I said, could be with nouns, with verbs, with adjectives, with anything that compromises a list, basically. So, comprises a list. So, if I'm looking at any sentence that talks about multiple items, multiple things, then all those things should be parallel. Let's look at now this sentence. The tone varies in pitch. The tone varies in what? Pitch, harmony. These two things are going back to tone. And it also varies in rhythm. Now, grammatically, if I look at it, I'll be like, okay, it's fine. It varies in this and it varies in this. We can probably put a comma over here before and then it'll be fine, right? Because then this will be a different sentence. This could be another sentence. But that sentence will not be as concise as if I just remove this part. If I just say this is not required. If I say the tone varies in pitch, harmony, and rhythm. So there are 3 things in which the tone varies. So I'm talking about tone, and my list says pitch, harmony, rhythm. That's what I meant when I said that the nouns should be parallel. So if I would say in pitch, in harmony, then I will say in rhythm. The tone varies in pitch, in harmony, and in rhythm. If I say the tone varies in pitch, it varies in harmony, and it varies in rhythm, it again is parallel. But when we are looking at parallel structure, we also have to keep in mind that the sentence has to be concise because that's what SAT prefers. Okay, that's one type of parallel structure. Very easy rule. Next one, verbs with verbs. Lily ate pizza, drank soda. So here we're not talking about Lily ate pizza, comma, soda, comma, something else. We're not talking about 3 things. We're talking about 3 actions that Lily did. Lily ate pizza, drank soda. 2 things she did. And then what is the third thing that she did? After the and, it says was dancing the twist. Now I was saying ate, past tense, drank, past tense. Was is past tense, but then was is a helping verb with dancing. So I'm using a gerund and I'm using a helping verb. Now, this does not go very well with these two. It's grammatically fine as in was dancing, that's okay, but that's not parallel. So, parallel structure is more of writing style and what SAT prefers than just another grammar rule. So, I will remove this was dancing and I'll say Lily ate pizza, drank soda, and danced the twist. Yes. So the twist would become your noun and danced would become your past tense verb. All right. Let's look at the third one. Now, there could be adjectives in between. There could be a lot of other things, which I'm not talking about right now. We will see them over here in the questions. Now, the third part, which is very important that I'm talking about today, is about the combination of rules. Combination of various things, and then it becomes parallel structure. So basically that's done with phrases. Yeah, let's see. In this room, we may find untidy bed. So we're talking about a room in which we're finding what? We may find untidy bed, shabby walls. Okay, so we may find is also not the list. This starts from here. Untidy bed, shabby walls. So we are finding what? 1, 2. So we are finding and sorry, not find. Find is not a part of list. List starts from here. It's very important to find where is the list going to start from. untidy bed, shabby wall, and. Now after and I need the third part. Untidy bed, shabby wall, and what's the third part? But the third part said we may also look at iPhone which is broken. Now, a very long sentence, we don't need we may because we've already used it over here in this room, we may find. Yeah, so this goes away easily. Now, if I only say iPhone, then so it's untidy. That's an adjective to it. Shabby to wall, adjective to noun. So if I only say iPhone, then I'm not giving adjective to it. So I want you to think about it. How should I write it? Yeah, did you get with the correct answer? Look at, so this is my noun. What kind of verb, adjective can I give it? So it says which is broken. Yeah, so what iPhone is it? It's a broken iPhone. So all I need to do is, in this room we may find untidy bed, shabby walls, and broken iPhone. So I only need these, not at, I only need these words. Not the at, but the broken iPhone. Broken. This part. These are the important part of the sentences, and that convey the exact meaning, and the sentence is also crisp. Yeah. Let's look at the final part when parallel structure is mixed with idioms. Now, if you remember, in the first introductory video of mine, I told you that idiom is one of the rules of grammar. Now, we can't do a lot about idioms. No, we cannot um, learn all of them. So all we can do is practice as much as possible, lots of questions, and wherever we see idiom, just remember those. Yeah, we will never have a question based on purely idiom. We'll have a question wherein parallel structure is mixed with idioms, or subject verb is mixed with idioms, or it can also be that the idioms that are used are, of course, telling you where the correct answer is, but there are other hints also to get the correct answer. So don't worry too much about idioms. But you should definitely know the commonly used idioms. In case you don't know what they are, words like this, the words that always go together. When I say not only, I have to say but also. So idiom basically means the things that always go together. Yeah. Not only will always require but also. People who use not only something but something else is incorrect. You have to use but also. Okay. Now let's see how idioms are used with parent structure. So if you see idiom, you have to make sure that whatever comes after idiom is parallel. Like over here, I said rich. He's not only rich, but also, so now rich is A, and in B I have he is satisfied. That's too much. A and B has to be balanced. Yes, so I just need satisfied. He's not only rich, but also satisfied. This he is not required at all. He is already is used here. He is not only rich, but also satisfied. That's the answer for parallel structure along with idioms. All right. Now, let's do these error questions if there are any. If you want to pause your video over here, solve it by yourself once. This, what we just discussed, is what is going to be tested in these sentences. And once you're done with that, then let's start the uh, working together. Okay. All right. So if you've already done all of them by yourself, let's see how many you got correct. First one. It is by logic we prove, but by intuition we discover. Anything wrong? No. It is by logic, but by intuition we prove, we discover. Everything is balanced. Yes. Let's look at the next one. Your new training program was stimulating. So your program was what? A and B. Stimulating and a challenge? No. It needs to be stimulating and challenging. Both things should be parallel. The children are two things, energetic and noisy. Absolutely correct. They are A and B, nothing in between. So as it is. Swimming and to hike are my favorite activities. So I have two favorite activities, swimming and to hike. But if you see, swimming is ing form, gerund form, and to hike is infinitive form. So either I would say to swim and to hike are my favorite activities, or I will say swimming and hiking are my favorite activities. Okay, next. Mary owns a house, a car. So Mary owns multiple things: a house, a car, and she also has a good bank balance. First of all, I don't need she also because I've already written Mary. Mary owns a house, a car, and good bank balance. That's all. This is not required. Next question. He won the lottery. He did what? Won the lottery. Quit his job and bought presents for all his friends. Won, quit, bought. Absolutely parallel. Correct. Next. Everybody wants to meet him, to talk to him, and get some money. Wants to meet him, wants to talk to him, wants to get some money. So we need to get some money. Okay, we need a to here. So see, I'm not saying it starts with meet. So you could also say everybody wants to meet him, talk to him, and get some money. So either you remove this to or you add a to over here before get. Both the ways it will be correct. Next, Mary got in her car and drove away. Got, drove. Absolutely parallel. Okay. So if you've understood this, let's go to this easy, very easy question. Lions, tigers, and jaguar are nature's noblest animal. Anything wrong here? Let's compare with others. If I don't find anything wrong in the first read, I will compare. Lions, tigers, and jaguars are nature's apostrophe after S noblest animals. Do we have multiple nature? We don't, right? We have only one nature. So this goes away. The lion, the tiger, and the jaguar are nature's noblest animals. Okay, we can keep this one, nothing wrong. Nature's noblest animals are lion, tigers, and the jaguar. Do I need the jaguar if I have lions and tigers here? No, I don't. So this one goes away. Now we're left with no change option and C option. I have the lion, the tiger, the jaguar. I have lion, tiger, the jaguar. Problem is the jaguar here, the jaguar here. So my correct answer is option C because I'm using I'm using the with all the three options instead of using it only with one option. So when you read the original sentence and you don't find anything wrong because it looks correct, start comparing. And when you compare, you will find out that, all right, now because I'm reading word by word, this is where the error is. Okay. And usually parallel structure questions are this easy. All right. Let's keep it for here till today. And I will see you in another video. Thanks for watching parallel structure video from Think Global.